We got Obama.
Hey, welcome back to the Punch Kids. Going into Bear Down.
I'm excited to see Bear Down. Is our polar bear friend going to be in here again?
Yep.
Sick!
So, last episode we were talking about using...
Oh, there he is. He's waiting for us.
It was like kind of using stories or like different scenarios to describe a feeling of another scenario.
Is there a word for that?
I don't know. But it made me think of...
Is this just the same level at dusk?
Nah. Pretty much.
It is. It's the same level at dusk.
But man, that's Crash Bandicoot. It's the same level over and over again.
What? Are you serious? Yeah, well,
that's all it feels like to me.
Yeah, it is the same level over and over
point.
again. Why is it like dudes picking up things here? What?
Insanity.
This is silly. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, it reminded me of... did you ever watch The Newsroom?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. There was one episode where I hated.
Which one?
The episode where they're like, "We got Obama." I mean,
yeah, I remember talking about that. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
And they were all like crying emotionally.
Yeah, like really rejoicing.
Yeah. Well, like, it's just like.
What was it about that rubbed you? Because it didn't affect me. I didn't even think twice about it. It was like, oh, okay.
It was so like.
American?
Yeah, it was so American. It was so like. It was so like. This is not the. Like, I don't know what I don't know. Like, it's such a hard thing, but it doesn't feel like the correct reaction.
Sure, yeah.
Like, it's like this horrible event happened in New York. These horrible events are happening in the Middle East, and you're just like, I don't know. It doesn't.
I know what you mean.
Doesn't feel right. Even,
Oh shit. Forgot that they dropped. Sorry.
I can't articulate it. It just felt. It felt.
Didn't feel right.
Wrong.
Did it
felt wrong.
as like a dark-skinned dude?
Yeah.
Did it affect you in that way?
No. Because like it's not. So I'm not sitting here like sympathizing with Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Please don't take that like as a like. Yeah, but I don't know. This is the thing. Like you kind of like you want to mince your words because you don't want it to be like construed as like sympathizing with such a horrible person.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. Did it feel right to you? Like
yeah, it didn't.
A whole episode about like. No, you tell him. Like, you should be the first person in this room to know that, like...
Right, that he's dead, yeah.
That we killed this guy.
Well, I mean,
as... this big emotional...
Yeah.
Reunion about...
See, as an Australian...
I guess it doesn't...
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's... I don't know, maybe that's a bad thing to say, but it didn't...
We're gonna get so much hate for this episode.
Maybe. But, like, it didn't... It had nothing to do with me. And maybe because I'm like a super ignorant white dude. But it, and so when that episode happened, I was like, oh yeah, like I'd heard about it in some of it. I knew that America was trying to get him. But that's all it was to me. It was like, okay, cool.
I think it would mean more to those people because they're New Yorkers.
Yeah, sure.
And
for sure. Even
me, I'm from Tennessee. Like it didn't really affect me at all. I was just like, oh, sweet. Good job.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Right, okay.
Like they did.
So maybe it was like a New York specific thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because that would affect you a lot more. Imagine like in Sydney, and there was a terrorist attack. And
there was.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
like,
really
a terrorist
like
attack,
if
yeah, go on.
let's say
it was a glimpse
that
into what
like
it was just some
like
crazy guy.
The Opera House was destroyed in a terrorist attack.
Yeah, sure.
That would affect us a lot more, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because all of us have been to a show there.
Yeah.
And been in that building.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
And you would probably know somebody that would have died there.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it would be more.
But I feel like, okay, it's the same reason. It's the same feeling I get when I went to New York a couple years ago, and I went to the memorial, the 9/11 memorial.
Oh yeah.
And like, you know, you go in and you line up, and there's all these like tourists with cameras or whatever, and you're herded into this the memorial via the donation part, and then you leave via the gift shop, and like you have all this 9/11 memorial stuff, and it feels wrong. Like it feels like this is not how this should be remembered. Like through like souvenir shops and
Yeah, dude.
like
Really
tourist
weird.
photos. It should be remembered like respectfully. It shouldn't be like, you know, like artificially tugging on your heartstrings.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like a TV show, like hamming up like the news reporter, like slowly like telling the military man that like they got Osama bin Laden, or like, you know, you don't go to the memorial and exit through a gift shop.
Yeah.
Like that's disrespectful to me. All that stuff is like, I don't know, maybe that's what I feel.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I feel that it's all this stuff doesn't respect the heaviness of what is happening in our world at the moment. Like,
Yeah, it definitely it wasn't until you mentioned that to me
yeah,
actually made me think about it. I was like, oh yeah, that episode was kind of crazy.
yeah,
But as I was watching it, didn't really.
sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
But anyway, I feel bad moving on. It's
That's
a
okay.
discussion to have.
I'm kind of keen to move on because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
Sure. Yeah. There's a lot that could be said. But so watching the newsroom, talking about like using stories to, I realized to explain something
Yeah.
or a feeling, they would dive into a really deep story.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it at first. And this isn't just a newsroom thing. It's like any kind of drama or, you know, like,
Yeah.
that they'll dive into a story, you know, like to explain this feeling. When I was 12, I saw a butterfly die.
Okay.
And it taught me that blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
right.
it's not as straightforward as just explaining to someone like a normal person.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think really a lot of people do that in real life.
Yeah, sure.
But I really want to.
Okay.
Like I would love to like be super deep and cryptic, trying to explain like, you know what I mean? How rad would that be?
Oh, dude.
Having a friend that just like,
I'd be so irritated.
because it takes a while to get to the point. But
It means like when you're deep for the sake of depth, it means nothing, right? Like what does it, like, what are you achieving? Like, I think the same. So like, Jav, I don't know if you have read many like academic papers or research papers before, have you?
no, not really.
So if you read them, most of them are very dense and thick, and like for a reason, like because they're talking about very dense subjects.
Sure.
Yeah. But like there's this whole culture around like writing academic stuff in academic speak, and it makes it so unrelatable. It's like,
Sure, gotcha.
it doesn't clearly articulate what, like, anything.
Right.
You know, it's kind of exclusionary. It's all this stuff, and I feel like it's the same way with like, you know, we all know people who are kind of like just that little bit like, I need to sound deep or I need to sound intelligent.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so instead of saying things clearly, I'll muffle my lack of substance behind gigantic words or
Sure.
like poetic limerick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like I
no,
just went
100%.
on a bit of a tangent.
No.
Not a tangent. What's the word I'm looking for? A rant. I went on a rant, is what I did.
I was just on autopilot just then and started the level when.
Well, it's not too late. We just started it. Look.
Should we keep going or?
No. Let's stop.
I'll jump over here and see what happens.
And you're dead.
I'm just gonna try maybe twice to see if I can make that jump.
No, I'm not gonna let you.
Please.
No, I'm honestly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Alright, this is my last try.
All right.
I feel like I've seen a speed. Okay, so
Go on, do
let's
it.
talk about speed runs on the next episode.
Let's talk about playing this game correctly.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here until the next.
Are you gonna jump? This is like a throwback to episode 2.
What, like half an hour ago?
Yeah, but like
All those minutes.
it's literally been days since
Oh yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
releases.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye.